All right, fans, we're just about 3 minutes and 40 seconds away from first serve here. Johnson & Wales University will take on Mid-Atlantic Christian. Again, just in about 3 minutes. Stay tuned for that. Under 3 minutes to go before Johnson & Wales University will take on Mid-Atlantic Christian. And a little update on the day. It was Johnson & Wales that started off the tri-match versus Wake Tech. They fell in that one 3-2. And then in the next match, it was Mid-Atlantic Christian taking on Wake Tech. And Wake Tech won that one as well in straight sets, 3-0. And here we are just about 2 minutes away from Johnson & Wales facing Mid-Atlantic Christian.
Mid-Atlantic Christian comes into this one with a 1-10 record. Of course, they just fell to Wake Tech 3-0 about 30 minutes ago. Prior to that, they lost to NC Wesleyan 3-0 on Tuesday. You're looking to some other opponents they have in common with the Wildcats. MACU lost to Ferrum 3-0 back on September the 1st and lost to Christendom 3-0 on August 25th. Of course, they did lose to Johnson & Wales 3-0 on August 28th up in Elizabeth City. The first ever EMAC contest of any kind. Wildcats coming into this one 11-9 off the loss to Wake Tech earlier today. So they're going to looking to break a 3-match losing streak here and get on the good side of things to finish off this week. It's a quiet weekend in Wildcat athletics. Nobody on the docket for Saturday or Sunday. However, women's soccer will be traveling on Sunday as they're headed to our nation's capital for a matchup with Trinity Washington University on Monday. That is a afternoon kickoff up in Washington, D.C. And then next week, we're pretty busy. Volleyball on Thursday night and then a soccer doubleheader on Friday. And you never know where the impromptu live stream road trip might take us. There's rumors that it might show up at Pfeiffer on Wednesday for men's soccer. We'll see what happens with that. But we're just about set for this one. We'll turn you over to public address announcer Chris Plano, who'll have our starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Johnson & Wales University Wildcat Center for match number 3 in women's volleyball action as your Wildcats host the Mustangs from Mid-Atlantic Christian University. I am Chris Plano, your public address announcer. Now for the starting lineup for tonight's contest. First, for the visiting Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian University, number 3, Riley Moose. Number 4, Brielle White. Number 5, Bailey Lambert. Number 7, Leah Macklin. Number 9, Emily Rios. Number 10, Serena Willison. Number 12, Gabrielle Howlett. Number 14, Sierra Bonner. And number 24, Mallory Brogdon. Mid-Atlantic Christian University, head coach by Steve Halstead. All right, Wildcat fans, let's get on our feet and greet our Johnson & Wales University Wildcats. A senior from Fayetteville, North Carolina, one of the team captains, number 14, Haley. A junior from Waldorf, Maryland, The other team captain, number 2, Naya Scott. A Southmore, Elgin, South Carolina, number 6, Kendall Watson. A senior, Statesville, North Carolina, number 1, Carrie Ketchy. A junior, Columbia, South Carolina, number 3, Victoria Hicklin. A freshman from Wilmington, Delaware, number 4, Aloria Ham. A senior in the Virgin Islands, number 5, Ty Gonzalez. A freshman, Taylor, South Carolina, number 7, Demaya Scott. A Southmore, Spring Lake, North Carolina, number 8, Moana Reed. A freshman, Bonneau, South Carolina, number 9, Lauren Godby. A freshman, Branchville, South Carolina, number 11, Lenasia Felder. A Southmore, Swansea, South Carolina, number 13, Ayana Favor. A freshman from Boone, North Carolina, number 16, Taylor Walker. A Southmore from Decula, Georgia, number 17, Jamie Hay. And a junior from Gastonia, North Carolina, number 18, Tiana Eason. Your Wildcats are coached in her 9th season by Callie Phillips. She's assisted in her 6th season by Markeisha Claiborne.
All right, so those are your starting lineups for tonight's third match of our tri-match. Wildcats and the Mustangs from the Wildcat Center. We'll turn it over to our voice of the Wildcats, Kelly Turner, for the call of tonight's action.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here again. Johnson Wales on the floor on the right side of your screen in white. Mid-Atlantic Christian on the left in black. So out on the floor for the Wildcats to start this one off in the front row. It will be Demaya Scott, Moana Reed, and Tanaya Scott. And in the back row, at libero, in the black shirt, number 6, Kendall Watson. Haley Franklin as well. And getting the start for this match, Aloria Ham. And she'll be back to serve this one off for the Wildcats. Starting lineups for Mid-Atlantic Christian. Number 4, Brielle White. Number 24, Mallory Brogdon. And number 10, Serena Wilson in the white libero jersey. Also in the front row, Bailey Lambert, number 5. Number 7, Leah Macklin. And number 9, Emily Rios. So we'll get this one started here with Aloria Ham back to serve for the Wildcats on the right side of your screen. Serves up and over. So starting off kind of just like they ended on that Wake Tech.
A little rusty. Ham didn't play in that Wake Tech match, so.
Reed sets for Tanaya Scott on the attack. Played up by Macklin and looking across for Brogdon. Blocked by Scott and Reed. Ball in the net. Oh, it falls right in front of Demaya.
I think that one was headed out of bounds until it clipped the net on the way down, and that deflected it back in play. So quick 2-0 lead for the Mustangs.
Reed sets going back to Tanaya, and Tanaya gets the kill. On a favor checks in, she'll replace Watson. It'll be Demaya Scott back to serve. Sends that one over. Plays it short off the hands of Wilson. Tough angle to keep it alive, and it'll be 4 hits on MACU. MACU, an EMAC rival, Eastern Metro Athletic Conference. And that one's short. Free point for the Mustangs. Maybe number 5, Bailey Lambert back to serve now for MACU.
Lambert, a freshman from parts unknown.
Lambert serves that one over. Watson receives. Reed, short set for Tanaya Scott. This time played up by Macklin. And again, a tough angle, and again, it'll be out of bounds off the hands of White.
Ball passed on the outside of the antennas. Out of bounds call there. Wildcats not at the score at 3.
Victoria Hicklin checks in the game. She replaces Haley Franklin. Moana Reed back to serve. first set here. Johnson & Wales University hosting Mid-Atlantic Christian. This is the third match of a tri-match here today. JWU started off the games against Wake Tech. That one was at 2, and they fell in 5 sets. And then MACU lost as well to Wake Tech.
Good play there by Brogdon to keep that one alive.
Brogdon sets, tapped over by Howlett, dug up by Favor. Hicklin on the tip, and it falls down for a Wildcat point. So already I feel like the pace of this game is a lot slower than the Wake Tech match.
I think MACU expended a lot of energy at the end of that match, so they might be feeling it a little bit, as that third game was a tight affair. I think it was 30-28 was the final.
Brogdon tips it over, gets the kill.
The Wildcats played that long 5-setter with Wake Tech and now sat around for a couple hours, so might take them a little bit to kind of get back up and into it.
Brielle White back to serve for MACU on the left side of your screen, sends that one in play. Set it across, looking for Tanai Scott. Down the line, played up by Wilson. Brogdon's going to play it over in the corner, off the hands of Watson, out of bounds. Mustangs back on top, 5-4, early in this first set. Reed sets, this time looking for Hicklin. Cross court, played up by Macklin. Now Howlett plays it over. Reed short set for Tanaya Scott. Off the hands of Wilson and played over. Wildcats with it now. Hicklin tips it over. Right at the net, Scott's going to put it down quickly. Mustangs still with it. Set Hicklin, tips it over. Howlett plays it up. And Brogdon on the attack this time. And Reed's going to try to catch him off guard. And Scott tips it back. Mustangs. Now that one's off the hands of Reed, and Mustangs will get the point. It's a long rally there, won by MACU.
Really good work by Gabriel Howlett for MACU. Playing in the middle for the Mustangs. She gets credit for the kill there.
Watson sends that one over. Short set for Howlett. Played back over by Reed immediately. And Howlett will try again, and this time out of bounds. Jamie Hay checks in the game. She replaces Aloria Ham.
Howlett upset it with herself for hitting that one out of play.
Tonight Scott serves that one over. Blocked at the net by Hay in favor.
Good wall put up by the Wildcats there. They get the block and the point.
Short serve received by Wilson. Set for Brogdon on the attack. Blocked again. This time it was Hay. Hay nearly had a quick one again. And it falls to the floor. And it'll be a Mustang point. Good Mallory Brogdon back to serve now. Coming in on the left side of your screen, sends that one over, received by Hay. Reed sets, looking for Favor, looking for that back corner. Great dig by Brogdon, no one there though to get it back over as it falls to the floor for a Wildcat point. Demaya Scott back in for Favor, Kendall Watson back to serve. Played up and over off the hands, Brogdon and White both there. Out of bounds, another Wildcats point. They go back on top 8-7 early in this first set. And Watson serves out, gives another free one back to the Mustangs, tied 8-all.
You don't see Watson with the service error very often. That one just drifted wide on her.
Howlett just tapes the net and quickly put down. That was Lambert gets the kill.
Pass went right to Lambert on the overpass, and she was there to put it away. Pretty easy one for Lambert.
So Mustangs leading the Wildcats 9-8 early in this first set. Played off the hands of Hicklin. Scott sets, and Watson will come up from the back row and tip it up. Mustangs have it again. Set it across, looking for Macklin. Dug up by Scott. Going across to Demaya Scott, and that one hit long. Gabrielle Howlett still back to serve for the Mustangs. Sends that one over with some power off the hands of Hicklin. Scrambling was Watson and goes right behind her. So Mustangs go up by 3 now.
Mustangs played hard in that game against Wake Tech. Came out on the short end, but they're continuing that hard play here.
That third set was up in the 30s. Short set for Jamie Hay winds one up, and they call tips. So ball still in play on the Wildcat side. Back over, Scott's there. Looking for Demaya Scott, tips it up and over and gets the kill.
Good job by Scott. 2 Mustang players went for the block, so she decided to dink right over the back of the block and down for the kill.
Haley Franklin checks back in, senior co-captain. Back there to serve now, Furious Franklin that is. Wildcats down 11-9 early in this first set. Off the hands of Brogdon. Brogdon will play it over. Reed sets across back to Demaya Scott off the block. Mustangs with it now. High set blocked quickly by Hay.
Size mismatch there with Macklin and Hay. Macklin had to jump out as high as she could, and ball went right into Hay's waiting arms.
Franklin serves that one over. Middle of the court, played up by Wilson. Blocked again at the net, it was Hay. Hay doing it all in front of the net here tonight. It's got to be her 3rd block already this first set. Tied 11-all here. Franklin still back to serve. We have a stoppage of play quickly as head coach Steve Halstead talks to one of his players. It seem to be all good here. Franklin will serve this one over. Right back over to Franklin. Hay tips it. Good play, finds the middle of the floor where nobody was. Puts the Wildcats back on top, 12-11.
Coach Halstead imploring his players, someone's got to take ownership out there. Don't expect the other person to get it. You have to go get it.
Set Lambert on the attack, and that one just long. So 13-11. We see the fans out there on the live chat. Tiffany Scott and Tammy Turner missing the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. We hope to get that back up here in the second set. With some minor technical difficulties, we'll get that back. And again, it was Hay, along with Reed for the block. It's been the Hay show here in this first set.
They'll just have to settle for the dulcet tones of Kelly Turner.
I guess, man. So Franklin still back to serve. Received by Brogdon. And Brogdon scrambling to play that one from the back row off Scott. Reed keeps it in play, and Watson will play it over. 2 Mustangs there. Brogdon runs into White. The Wildcats will get another point. So Mustangs started off this match really good. Now starting to fall apart here, and we're going to get a MACU timeout from head coach Steve Halstead. As he sees his team, just like me and you do, Chuck, starting to slip away here in this first set. So step away for about a minute. Wildcats leading this first set 15-11. Back out of the MACU timeout. Haley Franklin still back to serve for the Wildcats on the right side of the screen in white. Mid-Atlantic Christian on the left side of the screen in black. Franklin's serve is over. Received by Brogdon off her chest. Able to play it up and over from White. Right at the net, Lambert goes for the kill. Hay tips it right back at her. Brogdon digs it up. And Macklin hits it right in the net. So 16-11 Wildcat lead. Wildcats finding their rhythm here. Sends that one middle, received again by Brogdon. Lambert sets, looking for Macklin. Looking for the spot, but Demaya Scott's there. Short set for Jamie. Hay winds that one up and puts it down.
We're going to get Lambert in the net. Hay had the kill anyway.
Franklin again to serve. Lambert will hit that one over. Dug up by Franklin. Watson hits it, and Scott will tap it over the net. And that one played out of bounds off the hands of White. (18-11) now, Wildcat lead. Franklin again. Nearly got the ace. Lambert will play it over and out of bounds. Good dodge there by Tanaya Scott.
Tanaya Scott like she was doing the limbo competition at the old roller skating rink.
Lanesia Felder will look to check in for Demaya Scott. And guess who will still be back there to serve? Haley Franklin. Wildcats on a, is it a 10-0 run?
I believe you're right.
They lead 19-11, and broadcasters jinx. As soon as I say someone's on a run, they give up a point. That's just how it always goes. You know, I'll just stick to play-by-play. I won't try to do your job, Chuck. You got that. I'll let you jinx them. So that one served over. Watson receives. Reed sets, looking for Hay again. This time gets the kill down the line.
Hay playing really well this entire day. She played great in the Wake Tech match and gets a good kill down the line there. Wildcats up 20-12.
Lori Ham back in the game now. She's back to serve for the Wildcats. Coming in the right side of your screen. Sends that one over. Brogdon sets it for Macklin to play it over. And Reed tries to catch him off guard. Mustangs with it now as White plays it over. Reed short set for Scott, has to readjust. Good attempt. They set it over to Lambert, and that one long. 21-12 now. Wildcat lead. Ham still back to serve. Quick hit by Lambert. Great dig by Franklin. And Felder hits it in the net.
Felder getting the rare chance to attack a ball.
Macklin back to serve. Received by Franklin. Reed sets across looking for Tanaya Scott. They set it across for Brogdon this time. Blocked by Scott and Reed. Wildcats point.
Good swing by Brogdon. Even better block by Reed and Scott. That was a return to sender.
Iona Favor comes in for Watson. Lanesia Felder back to serve. Wildcats lead 22-13 first set. Looking across for Lambert. Great dig by Felder. Goes back. Favor rises up and gets the kill.
Right down the line.
The Wildcats hitting especially well here in this first set. I think they're taking out some of their frustration of that first loss of the day.
And they really had that fifth set under control against Wake Tech.
So I think Scott got touched under the net by a MACU player looking for a call. Wasn't going to get it. And you can see on, I think she did collide feet a little bit with Rios and White, but the ref didn't call it. So now Wildcats 1 point away, potential set point here. On the attack is Lambert. Played up by Scott right at the net. Plays it over. And I'll do it here. Wildcats take the first set 25-13. We will be taking a short pause here, and we'll be back with your second set. So we're here at the Wildcat Center in between set 1 and 2. Johnson & Wales took the first set 25-12. And we're getting ready for a second set action. Both teams have switched sides. Wildcats on the left side of your screen in their huddle. And they're wearing white, and Mid-Atlantic Christian on the right side of your screen in black. We apologize, fans. No scoreboard yet. We will hope to get you that in the third set. Like I said, patience is a virtue. So it'll be the original starters back out there for the Wildcats, with both Scotts out in the front line along with Moana Reed. Watson still at libero, the black shirt. Haley Franklin and Loria Ham out there as well. Out there for Mid-Atlantic Christian. They will have their same original starting lineups of that first set. Still at libero number 10, Serena Willison, along with Mallory Brogdon and Emily Rios in that back row. And in the front, number 5, Bailey Lambert, number 4, Brielle White, and number 7, Leah Macklin. So MACU will get this second set started. It'll be Emily Rios back to serve. Great dig by Willison, but out of bounds. So that'll be a kill for Scott. Out of favor quickly in the game to replace Watson.
Scott racking up the kill total. She's got a chance to get to that magical 1,000 number this year. She would be the first Wildcat to ever do so in just 3 seasons of competition.
They'll get the double on Rios. The Wildcats go up 2-0 early in the second set. And if you're a Wildcat supporter, oh, miscommunication there from Scott and Ham. And they both know it too. Watson will come back in. And if you're a Wildcat supporter, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn your notifications on. That way you know when we're live every time we can bring you some Wildcat sports.
We're up to 357 subscribers.
Ooh, 358, Chuck.
Oh, we picked up one?
We picked up one.
Nice. Well, welcome whoever you are.
You know, I'd like to go back. I wish we could see who all is, following us. That way, are they actually Johnson & Wales supporters, or are they just supporters of us?
We welcome everybody.
Because I know there's a few former Bob Jones players follow our YouTube channel.
Well, there's some Warren Wilson players, so Penn State Fayette folks. All of our USCAA friends down the line.
Scott on the attack again. Tanaya Scott gets the kill.
Deep back corner kill for Tanaya.
So in this match now with the pink headband, number 5, Ty Gonzalez. This is her first action on the day so far. She didn't play in that match against Wake Tech. She's out here today against MACU right now. Favor hits one in the net. It'll be Lambert back to serve. Sends that one right at Gonzalez. Short set for Scott. And again, Tanaya Scott puts it away.
(5-2) Wildcats lead. Scott with the serve. Set for Rios. Swing by Brogdon. Played back down. And they're going to get a double hit on Moana Reed on the set attempt. So the point goes to the Mustangs. We'll have Brielle White back to serve.
So there's only been one call into the net so far. I think both teams have learned from the early officiating of both games not to be in the net. They were calling a tight one in the Johnson & Wales and Wake Tech match.
If you were in the same zip code as the net, you were getting rung up in that one.
Kendall Watson back to serve now on the left side of your screen for the Wildcats. They're leading 6-3 early in the second set. They won the first set 25-12. A miss hit there off the hands of Brogdon. Quick point for the Wildcats. the second set 7-3. Watson again to serve. Put some heat on that one. Good receive by Willison, and Brogdon plays it over. They set for Hay, tips it up. Good dig by Willison again, and Howlett hits that one long.
MACU asking for a tip. The officials say no. Point goes to the Wildcats. They're up 8-3.
Brogdon went up to the official, said, "Explain yourself. Where's the tip?" That's a short set from Brogdon, got it over, good play. Reed sets right back to Demiah Scott, tips it up. Great dig by Brogdon, and that won't be saved.
Good job by MACU to even keep that one up. They just couldn't get it over on that third hit.
So Watson still back to serve, sends it up and over. Good receive by Rios. Brogdon on the attack, played up by Scott. Reed sets to Demiah Scott, lines one up, and that one's long.
A little too much gunpowder in the cannon for Scott on that one.
Both Scotts have been loaded out here today. Just a matter of getting into play. Tried to get the one-handed tip from Reed as she was falling down. Couldn't get it to Hay, so Mustangs get the point. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here.
The loose shoelace epidemic continues.
It's about the fourth player that we've had to stop these matches for to tie their shoes.
That's why I'm a big advocate for the Velcro straps.
Brogdon serves that one in the net.
Now did Gonzalez slow play Brogdon with the shoe tie and force the serve into the net? The conspiracy theories will abound.
Number 18, Tiana Eason, sees her first action here tonight for the Wildcats. She's back to serve. And sends that one out of bounds off the right side. So Eason will join Watson and Scott in that back row. That'll be Howlett. Back to serve for Mid-Atlantic Christian. On the right side of your screen, sends that one over. Received by Eason. They set back to Macklin. Watson plays it over as both Scott and Hay were there and let it go. Good decision by Watson. And Scott gets the kill. Not much effort in that one. Hit it to the spot of the floor where nobody was. Got the easy point. Aloria Ham checks in for Hay. Wildcats lead the second set, 11-6. Aloria Ham with the serve, received by Brogdon, played high in the sky, and Lambert hits that one in the net. So misjudged that one on the hit. Wildcats get another point. They doubled the score now of Mid-Atlantic Christian, 12-6. Set looking for Macklin off the tip. Wildcats with it now. Reed sets across to Demiah Scott. That one they call it in. It looked long to me, but refs will call it. They're going to discuss this one.
Ref's going to bring the line judge and the down ref in, and they're going to talk about it. One ref saw out, line judge saw in. It was close.
I think I saw out.
I think it could go either way. And they're going to give the point to MACU.
Because it hit the yellow mark, but it hit that yellow mark that's outside the court of play. So it'll be Mustangs point. And they'll have to serve now. Emily Rios sends that one over. Received by Ham. Demiah Scott gets another kill. Tips that one over again. Anna Favor checks in. She replaces Watson. Demiah Scott will be back to serve. Almost had an errant ball roll on the floor. Stoppage of play. And we'll resume now. Sent over, received by White. Set by Lambert. White will hit that one into the net.
Wildcats up a touchdown now, 14-7.
Touchdown, eh? Who the Panthers got this week?
That would be the New York Football Giants.
That should be an easy win. Oh, Favorite wanted that one. She rose up and put all she had into that windup. Hit it right in the net.
I think the last I looked, the Panthers were about a touchdown favorite in that game.
My Ravens got Cleveland this week. I've been telling all my friends, don't sleep on Cleveland. We went out and beat the Steelers and come back and lose to the Browns. It ain't going to mean nothing. It's the NFL. It's a week-to-week league, as is volleyball here. One team can look good one game and come back the next day, not play as well.
I think volleyball, it's a minute-to-minute.
Point to point as Reed sends that one over. Ty Gonzalez back in the game for the Wildcats, as I said, with the pink headband. That might be red, I'm not sure. I'm not good with colors. I only took a couple art classes throughout high school. Reed, another serve, played up by Rios. Brogdon will hit that one over, received by Watson. A short set for Tanaya Scott, played off the hands of Willison. Met at the net was Gonzalez, and Lambert falls in the net. Gonzalez trips as well with it. Gonzalez gets up fine.
Point will go to the Wildcats as they'll call Lambert for being in the net. Officials just check in with Gonzalez and make sure she's okay. She's good to go.
So 17-8 Wildcat lead, second set. Reed's serve is over. Hit there by Lambert. Reed there again. Trying to set Tanaya Scott. That one off the hands of Willison. Out of bounds, another Wildcats point. Reed this time the running serve. One-handed set from Rios. Gets it over, and Wildcats with it now. Favor on the attack, puts it down.
Favor just over the outstretched arms of Lambert to an empty spot on the court.
Gabrielle Howlett comes in. She replaces Serena Willison. Reed still back to serve. Her team leading 19-8 in the second set. They won the first set already. So if they close this one out, they'll go up 2-0. Wildcats with it again. Watson keeps it in play for Scott to attack. Good effort by Howlett. Couldn't keep it alive, though. And we're going to get number 9, Lauren Godby, into the game for the Wildcats. This is her first action on the day. She replaces Ayanna Favor. 3 Wildcats seeing their first action here tonight. Tiana Eason, Lauren Godby, and Aloria Ham. Hit over by Tanaya Scott. Mustangs with it on the attack is Lambert, and hits that one long.
Good defensive presence by Gonzalez. She forced Lambert to take that one too deep.
Reed still back there to serve. Received by Brogdon. Rios sets back to Brogdon. Off the tip. Wildcats with it. Watson keeps it in play. They set it across, looking for Tanaya Scott again. Another dig from Rios, and Brogdon mishit that one into the net. Wildcats now 3 points away from taking this second set. They lead 22-8. And Reed gets the ace. Serve some heat on that one. I don't believe Howlett or Macklin were expecting that. Reed again. This time Lambert on the attack. Played up by Ham. Reed sets. Watson will play it from the back row in the net. So that stops the bleeding there for the Mustangs. That was about a 9-0 run. Wildcats 2 points away now from taking this second set. 23-9, Lambert back to serve. Oh, Gonzalez thought it was going out, but that dove down quick in play.
Good serve by Lambert.
That'll be an ace. Lambert again will try it. This time serves on the left side. Looking over for Gonzalez on her first attack. Gets the kill. So potential set point here for the Wildcats. Jamie Hay will check in. She'll replace Aloria Ham. It'll be Tanaya Scott back to serve. 24-10. Sends that one middle, played up by Macklin. Rios sets for White, has to get to it. White. Wildcats scrambling. Godby saves it. Quick set for Howlett. Scott digs it up. Reed sets across looking for Godby. Tips up and out of bounds. Just a little bit out of her reach. So Mustangs stay alive. Wildcats just got to get this point here and they take this second set. Good serve from White. Looking across to Hay, who gets the kill, and that finishes off this second set, 25-11. We'll take another short break, hopefully get that scoreboard up for you. We'll be back here in about 3 minutes. Stay tuned.